my obedient family, as e dey hot, e don happen o. Una know say press don dey invite Baba for interview since, and Baba never gree grant press interview. So na this man wey dem dey call Paul Nwadima, he come give out some suspected reasons why Baba never gree grant press interview. Man, not talk too much. We can leave them now. Watch this video, and please, the obedient family, as they watch this video, make sure they share it. And please, if you are new to my page, please follow my page, and please drop a comment.
So, as Bola Tinubu as a job seeker cannot determine the rule of engagement, which is potential employers. Nigerians want their presidential candidates to talk to them, especially as Bola Tinubu. And already people are saying that as Bola Tinubu is hiding, that the reason he's scared of talking to Nigerians is because of a lot of baggage, negative baggage he's carrying that he brought to the race, which has made him to be hiding. For example, a lot of people have suggested and said that the reason why Bola Tinubu is scared of live interviews is because in a genuine live interview conducted by objective journalists, there are some key questions that Nigerians expect to be explained to them by Bola Tinubu, especially the issues that has to do with his identity. Is Bola Tinubu his real name, or he has another name? Because there are already several people questioning his identity. So these are the issues that he ought to answer by himself and not by through poison. The question of his identity. Is he from Osun or is he from Lagos State? These are the issues, and only him should address it. There are those who say that he's avoiding live interview because he's scared of questions being thrown at him, asking about when he was born, because they are already conflicting dates about his date of birth. Which one is the real one? It's not enough to tell people that they should go and ask INEC the date they put. No, they ought to say it with his own mouth. Not every Nigerian can go to INEC office to go and demand for the forms that Tinubu submitted. But they can watch him on television. They can listen to him on radio. You can do live interview on Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. The media platform have so democratized that he can choose any process of granting live interview so that Nigerians can access him. So there are also those who are saying that he's scared of coming to speak to Nigeria because of the conflicting information about the primary and secondary schools he attended. And that is also things that he should come and explain to Nigerians. There are those who say that Bola Tinubu is scared of live interviews because there are conflicting information about the university he attended, the United States. Is it the Chicago? Is it the University of Chicago, or is it Chicago State University? These are the issues that the candidates ought to explain to his potential employers, so that they can make up their mind whether he deserves the job. There are also issues about his alleged involvement in drugs, for which David Hundeyin and Reno Omokwe have published so many things about him. He ought to clarify a lot of things by himself, so that Nigerians will disregard all these kind of allegations that seem to taint his capacity, his credential for the job. There's also the issue about which the former Deputy National Chairman of PDP, who is also from Lagos State, Bode George, they have said a lot of things about the ownership of Remita. Tinubu want to be able to clarify on live interview who owns Remita and all that. Okay, so these are some of the issues that they say he's scared of being asked. Then there's also the issue of his source of wealth. How did he make his money? How did he become so stupendously wealthy that he is richer than Ocean State? He can explain how he made it. But people are saying he's scared of being asked this type of question on live television, on live interview, on television. There are also those who said that he is scared of being questioned about his health, which is important in the race. Say that is why he's scared of talking to Nigerians, because he don't want to say something that could be used against him. You see, these issues that have been raised as some of the reasons that Aswad Bola Tinubu is scared of live interviews has been defended by his proxies, but their defense have been very wanting. They have never been convincing. They can only convince those who are already the fans of Aswad Bola Tinubu, who they don't, whatever maybe the shortcomings or allegations against Aswad Bola Tinubu, they are not interested. All they know is that they are supporting him for whatever reason that they are supporting him. But the undecided Nigerians who are yet to make up their mind on who to vote for, the explanations on these burning issues by Festus Keyamo, by this Dela Aleke, and all the rest that have been coming out to defend Tinubu in some of these issues that he's said to be scared of, coming out to grant life interview, have not been able to explain these things effectively. And Nigerians will be more satisfied if they could hear it from the horse's mouth, so that they can be able to make up their mind on whether to line up behind him to be the next president of Nigeria. But right now, Nigerians do not know who to believe. Are they going to believe Reno Moko, David Hundihin? Are they going to believe what the other opponents of Aswad Bola Tinubu are saying about him? Or are they going to wait to hear from the proxies and believe what the proxies of Aswad Bola Tinubu is telling them? That is the challenge. The proxies of Aswad Bola Tinubu can only try, but they cannot be as effective as the candidate himself. That is why it is important that Aswad Bola Tinubu speaks to Nigerians. He cannot rely on Festus Keyamo. He cannot rely on the other spokesperson he had, Dele Aleke, and all the rest of them. These people have tried their best, giving the information available to them. And when you watch them on television trying to defend some of these allegations, they look pitiable, because you see the struggle they have to pass, because they don't know what they will say, and that's why the Bola will sack them. And whatever answer they give, that's why you can deny them tomorrow. But if Aswad Bola is to speak to Nigerians direct, like the way the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, has been doing, it will help a lot for his campaign. It will help a lot for him to win the hearts of the undecided. It will help a lot to understand him and appreciate him better. Many Nigerians have been warming up to the presidential candidate of Labour Party because they have been communicating with them. They have seen him. In fact, they seem to be saturated with his information. Because Peter Obi understands that he is a potential employee who is looking for a job from his employers. So he takes every opportunity serious to talk to Nigerians, to tell them his plans on power, on subsidy, on the depreciation of the naira, on the poverty in the country, on the insecurity, on the ASU strike. All these burning issues in Nigeria, Mr. Peter Obi has addressed them at every opportunity. So that at the end of the day, if Mr. Peter Obi emerges the president of Nigeria, he can be held accountable because of the speeches he has said, he has made, and the agendas he has set for himself, which Nigeria has heard from his mouth and not through promises. Mr. Peter Obi is the best marketer of his brand, speaking for himself and his party, so that when he fails as president, we know where to hold him. As when Bola Tinubu is not telling Nigerians anything. People are making promises on his behalf. People are defending him without himself putting himself forward to answer pertinent questions. Nigerians are not electing the proxies of Aswad Bola Tinubu. They are not electing Festus Keyamo. Festus Keyamo is not in the ballot. Onanuga is not in the ballot. Kainde is not in the ballot. All these spokespersons of presidential campaign candidates, they are not in the ballot. It's Aswad Bola Tinubu that is in the ballot. And he ought to talk to Nigerians to clear the air where they have doubts. That is how it's done in decent societies. That is how it's done in other democracies that we are emulating. That's how it's done in America, where we borrow the presidential system of government. The candidate speaks more than the proxies. At this level, it is the candidates that speak and not the proxies. In fact, Donald Trump, Barack Obama, George Bush, name them. They were their own spokespersons when they were campaigning. They were the center of attention and not their spokespeople, their media team, or their campaign council. It's only in Nigeria that somebody who is looking for the presidency of the country can only speak through spokespersons. Because if you continue with this pattern, the candidate will not be held responsible for anything because he hasn't said anything. He hasn't promised anything. The promises of proxies are not the reason why candidates are elected. They are elected by the promises of the politicians themselves, the candidates themselves. That is what is lacking in Aswad Bola Tinubu's campaign. Therefore, if Aswad Bola Tinubu wants to convince Nigerians that he is not scared of being asked serious and pertinent questions bedeviling his campaign, he should begin to address these issues by granting live interviews and grab every opportunity to speak to Nigerians.